Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Virgo for November of 2011. This also applies if you have a Virgo ascendant. So my Virgos, this is going to be an intense month because your ruling planet Mercury goes retrograde on the 24th of the month until the 13th of December. But not only that, we've also got an eclipse happening on the 24th of December. And where's all this happening for you? It's happening in your home area, your home, your security, your family, your roots, and all this is up for change. Remember that the effects of an eclipse last for up to 6 months afterwards. And for you, a great deal is going to change for you in this house of home. So you might find yourself moving home. You might move more than once. You might move continent or at least state. Your family might move. You might move to be with family. You might need to look after somebody in your family. But certainly there's going to be a big focus around the home and where you feel as though you can rest and relax. And when Mercury goes retrograde from the 24th until 13th December, really reassess your home situation. It's a good time to rethink it and to look at what you want to change, to look at what you're not happy with and what you might need to change. But certainly this is going to be a real area of focus for several months, not only this month coming, because it is a big focus this month too. This month as well, we've got Mars in your sign. So Virgos, you really should be having a lot of energy to push forward, to move forward. It's in your first house to really break through boundaries, break through things that have been bothering you or obstacles that you felt there. Keep going, because Mars in your sign really gives you more staying power than you would normally have. So take advantage of that Mars in the first house. Try not to get into arguments with people. Sometimes Mars can be a bit argumentative because you're pushing forward and other people sometimes don't like to be pushed too much. But if you can do it subtly and tactfully, you'll be just fine, because you do need to take advantage of those energies. As well, in the first week of the month, we've got Mercury trine to Uranus, and that Mercury from the home again to the 8th house of finance, joint finance. So if you've had any kind of problem maybe with selling a house or moving or anything with the money around property or finance or investments, this is going to be a great time, the first week, of coming up with new ideas, solving a situation, coming up with something outside of the box, because your mind will be thinking more actively and you'll be able to solve any problems that you've been facing quickly. So also try to break out of your usual routine. Virgos, you like usually to have a certain routine. Try to break out of it a little bit, especially probably during the retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde. Try to chill out at home. Try to take some rest time to recharge your batteries during that, particularly the last week of this particular month. In the middle of the month, we've got Jupiter trine to this Mars, Jupiter in the 9th, trine to your Mars. This should be a time when you can get twice, even 3 times as much done as you would normally get done. Any travel plans you want to make, make them. Do them before Mercury goes retrograde on the 24th, but great time for expanding out, great time for studying the occult, great time for studying mathematics, science, technology, all these things. A very good time as well for business activity and for making any important decisions. Good time to push forward. And also for you Virgos, with the trine to the Mars in your first, good for physical activity. So if you've been putting off going on an exercise program, this month, the middle of the month, you'll have an extra spurt on with the aspects that will help you move forward more easily. The last week of the month, we got Mars square to the Sun from your home to your the first house. So maybe a little bit of irritability with the people around you, with your family. Maybe they're just not moving quickly enough, or they're not listening to you. You're probably just going to have more than enough energy, and that will probably be the frustration that people don't move as quickly as you're wanting to move this month. But try to do something physical, because that will help you blow off steam, and that will make this much easier to contend with, especially if somebody from your family or your close circle just annoys you or irritates you in some way. Overall, though, it's going to be a very intense month, particularly towards the end of the month, and be prepared as well, possibly to meet somebody. For those of you looking to meet somebody, the very end of the month, 27th onward, you've got this Venus in your 5th house, but beware, don't make big commitments during Mercury retrograde, because once it goes direct, that person may not look quite how they looked when you met them during the Mercury retrograde. So I wish you a great month. It's nearly holiday time. You might want to have a reading about what 2012 holds for you, or ask a question, or treat somebody else to a reading for the holidays, or maybe a book or an audio or whatever it is. Please go to my website if you're interested. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.